What's up, y'all? You rocking with Moochie, and this is Moochilla's review. So hit the hammer, cause you came through. And if you find my channel for the first time, please like, share, and subscribe. And what's up, y'all? It's Moochie, and I'm back with another video. And I'm talking about Amazon Prime Video TV show Riches. This is episode 2, and the name of the episode is Wrong and Strong. And you know, it's a lot of people that's wrong and strong in this episode. And this is the Riches from the UK and not from the BK, because the BK is holding it down. The BK Riches are holding it down, because I'm calling them BK once I saw they was from Brooklyn. So that's just me. But the BK versus the UK, BK holding it down. Nina's not budging. She putting herself in position to find out what's going on with this company and handling her business. Meanwhile, the UK Richards, they are just pissed off that this whole thing is going down. So I'm gonna recap this episode and we're gonna get into it, and I'm gonna give y'all a little breakdown. So let's get into it. The early bird gets the worm, y'all. Nina and Simon come in the office very early. Maureen is in the office early as well. And she's packing. She's letting Nina know that she's resigning and that she doesn't need to stay there anymore. And Nina wants her to stay on longer. And she wants her to stay on so she can know what's going on with the business, so she could kind of get ahead of what's going on and know what's going on so she can correct whatever's wrong with the business. And Maureen was like, you don't need my help. You know, I got a good settlement from the will. I got a good piece. You know, I was taken care of by the will, and I really don't need to work anymore. But she stays on a little longer just so that way she can be of assistance. So Claudia already let herself be known that she's going to fight this tooth and nail. She goes to the best probate lawyer to find out if there is any way they could get around this will that Stephen has left. And the answer is no, because Stephen crossed all his T's and dotted all his I's, and the will cannot be contested. And if they do get a lawyer to try to contest this will, they only going to be taking their money, because they know they're going to lose this case because it's ironclad. So Wanda is with her boo Luke, and Wanda can't even pay for a cup of coffee. They done declined her card, so she is pissed at this point. Gus and Claudia leave the lawyer's office, and Gus is out. He doesn't want to do it. He feels like Dad gave them the business. He's not doing it. However, Claudia's not done. She tells Gus, you know, you're going to pull your bootstraps up, go in there, and let her know she can't have a seat at this table. This is our company. So Nina is having a meeting with the entire staff. She's letting them know her intentions on the company and what she plans on doing. And they're asking questions. They want to know if they're going to be fired. And in comes Gus with that battery in his back that his mother provided. And he's let her know that this place is like family and da-da-da. Nina shuts that down. She lets them know it's not going to be any fighting in here. And we're going to try to work together and make this company work. Gus gets a letter back, and the police department are not going to investigate Dave Balfour. They are closing the case. So Nina speaks to Andre. She reprimands him for being late, but she lets him know she wants all the files, all the emails. She wants access to everything. Meanwhile, it's a controversy brewing on social media about one of their products, how it's taking out people's edges. Nina puts Gus on this job to take care of it, to shut it down. And he feels like this is a job that's beneath him. Nina's deputy, Gus, her number 2, does not want to do this job. And she lets him know, look, I wasn't expecting to get this, but this is the hand that we're dealt, so we need to work together. So Gus goes to Alicia, lets her know what's going on. And they're basically complaining about the whole thing with the will. And to me, the whole side of that family, the younger ones are snobs. They're snobs, and they're rich, spoiled, rich brats. Now, Claudia, she thinks she's going to talk to Simon and try to pump him for information, but Simon shuts her down in a polite way, and he's not having it. He's even offering, giving her compliments on her shoes, her outfit, her hair, and everything. But you're not going to get no information from me. Next, Maureen brings up the files to Nina, and it's a whole lot of paperwork. And Nina wants to know what type of boss was Steven. And she tells him that he was a direct boss. Nina then tells her she wants all of her father's emails, texts, phone calls, call log, everything. Maureen lets her know that Gavin Heaton contacted her and he wants to interview her about the product issue that's breaking out everybody's hair. Nina declines the interview. Gavin was here the night that your father passed out. So I want to know if that's going to make her want to talk to him now. So Nina has lunch with Gideon, and Gideon tells Nina that there's no one better to run this company, and you're just like your father, you have that spark, and he would never back down from a challenge. Gideon also tells her that things have been strained between them because she asked was there anything bothering him before he died. Gideon tells Nina that when he was forced out, their relationship became strained. Nina then tells him how messy the books are, and he was saying how that's how your father was. And she tells him he called her the night he died, and she always figured it would be more time. And she basically wants to know what he wanted in that call now. Next, we see Maureen staring and watching intently at Simon and Nina's conversation, and she doesn't even hear the phone ringing for her. Nina comes back to tell Simon that she was supposed to inherit this company. Nina also tells Simon about for the past year, how the company's accounting records are incompetent. She's telling him how everything is messed up over here in regards to their accounting. So it seems like she might be finding out somebody's stealing money from the company. Just as she's telling him what's going on with the books and stuff, Andre comes in. And he comes in to tell her, ask her, do she has everything she needs? And she's like, no. She's still missing the cost reports for the last 3 years. She wants that, and he's telling him like it was messed up when I got here because he inherited all of this from Gideon, and he has a backup cloud where he has different information. And she says, I'm not judging you by your skills. I just want to know the records. And then he explains how her father planned to go global. She wanted to know why they were spending so much money and they were having little already financial problems coming. And why would you spend more money? Her father's plan was to take Hair and Glory global throughout Europe. So here we find out Andre is hooking up with Davina, the girl that works in the office. Andre telling her, you need to get back to work because I got things to do. And you know what that thing was to do? Is to check in with Claudia. Now, Claudia, she's on some high-level stuff. She got a personal jewelry shopper coming, showing her pieces that she could buy. So she's still spending money like it's water. And he's telling her, look, I may be able to get rid of Nina and Simon. And she's like, all right, do it now. He's like, no, it's going to take some time, but I'm working on it. And then she says, okay, until you get rid of them, I don't even need to talk to you right now. So she dismisses him. Alicia is going through all her social medias, and she sees that this whole campaign, this whole Facebook page is gaining traction. And now they got a journalist looking at this, and he's looking to interview people. So she rushes to the office to find out who's handling this situation. Nina is saying it's getting this worse, and then when she sees how it has like 3,000 followers now, so Nina lets Alicia know that Gus was supposed to be handling this. She wants to get to the bottom of this. Meanwhile, Gus is on job interviews. He's trying to get a job in different companies. Basically, he wants to try to apply for almost the same position he had with his dad. Now, you know that is not possible. So every interview that Gus had, the top question was, why do you want to leave? You have it so good here, and the job market and the economy is not good. Now is not a good time for him to leave. Nina and Alicia go to see Emmanuel to find out what's going on. Emmanuel's in the products department. They find out that some of their products was fault, like the conditioner and stuff like that. And Emmanuel let the products go out anyway, knowing that the product was messed up. Pictures equal eyeballs, eyeballs equals going viral. So Nina wants some answers from Emmanuel, and he's not really saying anything, but the tech guy, he tells everything. Next, Maureen comes in and she lets them know that they're starting to get complaints from OPS, Office Product Safety Standards. And now this could get really bad where they could shut their business down. Meanwhile, Gus is at the bar drinking and having, chit-chatting with the chick that's the bartender from the club the other night. He trying to ask her out and everything, and she curves him politely and let him know, I can't date people that come to the bar like that. Back at the office, they're having a meeting about this whole situation with social media and the defective product, and they're basically brainstorming how to troubleshoot and handle the situation. And in walks Gus. He's drunk, just a little bit. And he's looking wild to everybody, y'all. Nina confronts him in his office about the situation that he was supposed to handle. And he's like, oh, you only been here a minute. You act like you know everything about this company. This is my company. So we see Wanda. She's the plunderer of the family. So she's looking through her father's stuff in his office. And she finds a safe. And she calls her mother. And her mother's like, it's a safe that she has never seen before. So she looks kind of baffled about it. Nina gets a phone call from her mother, Orin, and she wants to know when she's coming home. She was supposed to be there just for a couple of days, and she's saying, no, I got control over the company. This is your dream. And she says, no, I don't want to be a part of this. I just want you to come home. And she's kind of furious about this. Andre and Emmanuel meet with Wanda and Nina, and Nina gets an update on what's going on with the situation with the hair breakage social media thing. And she doesn't like how it's being handled. And she feels like, Andre feels like there needs to be an interview done to basically back off of the situation if they just interview her. And so she agrees to it. But this end result of this meeting, Emmanuel gets fired. And he's like, this is not the last that you're going to see of me. So Andre meets with the inspector that he knows that's a colleague of his. And he gets them to hold off on the inspection. And as he's walking out, he sees Gideon. And he's at the probate office leaving there. So he talked to somebody there. Andre goes in to see, basically, do some snooping around to see what's going on. So Nina does this interview with Gavin. And she basically runs down all her credentials she has to prove that she is qualified to do this job. And there's just an adjustment period they have to go through. Next, Nisha, Alicia, and Simon have a little wind down dinner, and they find out that the ad has been, that Facebook page has been taken down, so now it's a celebratory meal, and they want to put Alicia in charge of the social media. Meanwhile, when she gets back to her mother's talking to her like basically she's a traitor, but she's getting more information and learning more about the business, and they're giving her a chance. Claudia is like, they want to use you, you can't trust them. They're not family. Here goes Claudia planting seeds of doubt in Alicia's head. Next, we see Gus, and he's meeting with a private investigator, and he is determined to get this guy investigated. He wants to know everything about this cop that was harassing him. Now, did y'all peep this? Maureen is deleting all of Stephen Rich's data. That means all his call logs, emails, everything that Nina requested. She's getting rid of it. So she's sneaky too. So Gideon meets with Nina, tells her that there's a secret shareholder, and Stephen went through so many things to try to hide the identity of this person. And he's going to get to the bottom of who this is. But meanwhile, Andre knows this too, so they're both going to be looking for that secret shareholder. So that was my recap of Riches on Prime Video. Please like, share, and subscribe. Hit that hammer because you came by. please tell a friend about this episode, and tell a friend about the show. Tell a friend about my reviews, and holla at your girl. Talk to you guys soon. Later. Ew.